Hello YouTube. It's 8:50, almost 9 o'clock, Saturday night. And today has been a pretty freaking amazing day. Oh, by the way, it's October 2nd, 2021. And yeah, today's been amazing. I've actually had the most business I think I've ever had on eBay in a single day, even going back to when I used to do a lot of online sales back in Tucson. In fact, in the last 24 hours, because I did get an order last night. I might be overstating 24 hours. It might be more like 28 hours. But anyway, in a span of just around 24 hours, I've actually had brought in more in sales on eBay than I have with karaoke this week. So that's pretty exciting. And mostly I have Taylor Swift to thank for that. Yeah, those oh man, now I forget the name of the album. Reputation, those limited edition Reputation picture discs moved fairly quick for quite a bit of money. So pretty stoked about that. And I had a guy in the UK trying to haggle with me on them, and not even really using the interface for doing it on eBay. Rather just took it to messages. So anyway, the last one, it was such a low ball. It wasn't even an offer per se. I think he said the most my girlfriend will pay is 45 pounds or something like that. And just, I didn't even dignify that with a response. I kind of wanted to say, hey, you're her boyfriend. Isn't it your job to buy her stuff? Why don't you just pony up and buy it for her? I'm asking $111. I forget what the offer was. I had actually sent him an offer, but instead of taking it up on, that's when he took it to messages. I forget what the offer was that I sent him. But yeah, one of them sold for 100. Somebody threw up an offer for that, and that seemed reasonable. I mean, I generally speaking, with all my eBay listings, I generally always put in the option to make an offer, and then I put a minimum of what I take. That way, if somebody's just seriously lowballing me, it just gets automatically denied by eBay, and I don't have to be bothered by it. But then I have it comes in that range. I look at it, and yeah, that seemed enough. Although now I'm kind of wondering if I could have got more for it, because the one of them sold for the full price I had it listed at, which I think was I don't know, 111 and change. And that one's going to Australia, which is kind of exciting. So not only do they pay all that money for it, but they also are paying a premium, quite the premium for shipping. And the funny thing about the eBay global shipping program is I don't even know how much they pay. It's kind of hard to explain how global shipping works. And I've seen some people on eBay complaining, or not on eBay, but actually on YouTube complaining about how it really sucks for people in other countries. And I kind of get in the comments, I'm like, well, if it's not a good deal, don't pay for it. If it's not worth it to you, don't do it. I throw it out there because it's trouble free for me as a seller. Basically, I'm guaranteed payment, and I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it getting damaged in transit, or lost in transit, or lost in customs, or anything, as long as I have my eBay track, or my USPS tracking showing that it got delivered to the global shipping center in Kentucky. I'm guaranteed payment. So that's kind of a CYA for me. And then I don't pay anything extra for it. I don't have to worry about calculating global shipping rates, which can be super confusing. I don't have to worry about filling out custom forms, which I used to do, and well, they're not a lot to deal with. They are kind of a pain in the ass. Especially when you get somebody to hit you up in in the messages on eBay. It's like, hey, can you put a lower price in the customs form? That way I don't have to blah, 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 VAT tax or whatever. And, I'm just like, do I want to participate in some kind of international tax fraud? No, I think I don't want to do that, actually. But yeah, that's awkward, So, yeah, the global shipping program is for me as an American seller is pretty simple. I just check the box and pretty much just do everything like I normally do, which is media mail shipping included. And I'm pretty sure if somebody's like, I don't know what it looks like if you're in another country and looking at my listings, but I'm fairly sure it pops up as, they realize they're looking at an American, I would hope they realize they're looking at an American listing, and then it pops up, whatever my price is, which includes shipping to the shipping center, and then, global shipping program, this much additional. So, but yeah, for the people who are complaining about it on YouTube, hey, if you, it's a sensible thing for American sellers. For some reason, international shipping from the United States to other countries, even Canada, which is Western Canada is, hell, even Mexico. For me in Phoenix, Mexico is closer than other states, but international shipping just ends up being really pricey, to the point that it's just a hassle. It's not even worth the extra time it takes to put it in a listing. But adding the global shipping program is as simple as just checking a box. And for me, it's exactly the same. I mean, when I figure my price, I include what it's going to cost to ship it. In most cases, media mail, and what it's going to cost to ship that particular type of media. And everything else is just, no muss, no fuss for me. So anyway, yeah, Taylor Swift going to Australia. And I shipped another Taylor Swift album via global shipping program to Italy today. So that's exciting. I got 3 more Taylor Swift albums to list. Sitting on 1 more copy of Lover, the limited edition pink and blue vinyl, and with the gatefold cover. And I think I need to take an additional picture. I think the last one I'm sitting on does have a tear in the shrink wrap, whereas the other ones I sold were pristine. Not that I think it'll really affect the sale price. It's just something I need to add a picture of and modify the listing as opposed to just putting my old listing back up. And then sitting on a vinyl reissue of her first album, and also a copy of 1989. And there were several different editions of 1989. So that one's going to take a little bit of time. I mean, just sitting down and trying to figure out. I try to be very specific when I do vinyl listings and also CD listings. All media listings, actually, on eBay. I try to be very specific about what pressing it is. And I realize, a lot of people who buy music don't care. But for those that do, it's, I make sure that people know exactly what it is they're ordering. Especially considering how much of the vinyl I sell is limited editions and special editions. So anyway, yeah, pretty stoked about that. I was really stressing on where all the money was going to come from to take care of all the things I'm dealing with, and getting a sudden surge in eBay sales is nice. So on that note, I'm walking to the bank. Just nothing like doing your banking in the middle of the night at the ATM. And after that, I'm planning on going over to Wander Inn for another thrilling night of karaoke. I'd really like to be up at 92nd Street Cafe, kind of trying to put the word out about karaoke at the Union Jack, but the reality for me right now is that I have no way to get there and no way to get back. I mean, theoretically, I could probably get there by bus right now. I do think the 72 is still running, but I'm pretty confident that when the bar closes at 2 in the morning that there's no bus coming back to Arcadia. from North Scottsdale. Oh, look, security. Isn't that special? Also worth noting, yeah, I don't really have anyone to go with, so yeah, not really in the mood to be sitting alone at 92nd Street Cafe. Hopefully the car will be fixed sometime next week. I'm sure I can find somebody to roll with me for that next weekend. Still haven't made it up to the Union Jack to talk to the owner or the manager regarding just kind of what's going on as far as them promoting my karaoke night there. I mean, they say they're doing stuff to promote it, and I want to believe that, but I have had absolutely not, in 3 weeks, I've absolutely not a single person that has shown up for karaoke there as a result of any of their promotion whatsoever. Every single person who has shown up for karaoke has been either a friend of mine or a friend of Priscilla's or somebody that has responded to her Facebook, or just somebody who's come to my karaoke elsewhere in the past. So yeah, kind of need to talk to them about what it is that they're doing for promotions. My friend Candy has offered to kind of help them with that, although she's having medical issues that are keeping her extremely homebound lately. So I don't know. Part of me wants to try to put her in touch with the management over at the Union Jack, and then part of me is worried that I'm kind of overstepping my bounds by trying to do that. So, man, this light has taken a long time. Yeah, part of me is worried that I'm kind of overstepping my bounds with that. I mean, I should look at the bright side. They're continuing to pay me quite well for doing karaoke on Tuesday night. But I mean, I'm not there just trying to suck up a paycheck. I mean, I want to make something happen for them. I want to make something happen for them that's, you know, profitable for them, and that's. I mean, obviously, you know, a successful karaoke night is a lot more fun than just a handful of people that I know that are showing up, you know, because they want to support me. And as much as I appreciate that, and I thoroughly do appreciate that. Sorry, I'm having one of those what's going on with the bus moments. This wider piece of sidewalk that I'm walking on, could have sworn used to be a bus stop, but it apparently isn't a bus stop anymore, which has me wondering what the hell happened to the 46th Street and Thomas bus stop. I've had times where I've done the recommended ride thing on the Valley Metro website, and it says to get the bus right there. There's not a bus stop right there. So that's confusing. Sorry. I have a habit of doing that. I see something else and my mind just wanders completely. So yeah, I do need to make some time to talk to them, and then probably also explain why my stuff is still sitting on the stage. I'm honestly surprised I haven't gotten a call from either of them asking why my stuff is still sitting on the stage, but I'm hoping that and it's possible they've tried to call me, you couldn't get through, because I've been just having a nightmare with my phones since, well, gosh, I think since Saturday was the day that my, Saturday was the day that my motor went out of my car, so that's been a full week. And then it was the following Monday that everything changed over on my phone. So, I had my friend who is often known as Cell Phone Jesus try to help me with the phones today, and he did straighten up a couple of things on the Obama phone that make it a little less annoying to use, but mostly just did some research that and learned some stuff he didn't know about it. So, and I kind of wish I'd have read a little bit more instead of just catching a little bit I was catching over his shoulder. But apparently, the phones that are given away for free with the Federal Lifeline phone program by Assurance Wireless and some of the other carriers that participate in those programs, affectionately known as the Obama phones, many of them come with software pre-installed on the phone that is not removable, that doesn't act like a normal app. It's installed basically like a virus. You can't remove it without killing the phone, and there's no, you have no control over it on the in the control panel. You just can't go disable it or uninstall it. And it's basically malware, Chinese spyware, that some of these apps, and including one that I think is on my Obama phone, sending personal data to Chinese servers. It's just great. Government tax dollars at work, putting Chinese spy devices in the pockets of financially disadvantaged American citizens. So that's kind of wild. And to be honest, I'm not nearly as worried about. That's right, back up. You're blocking the sidewalk. I'm not nearly as worried about my data going to China. I mean, I'm a little nervous about that. I don't like it, but for me, it's not as much about that as the fact that just the phone is so ridiculously underpowered as it is, and low on space as it is. So to have any of its already limited space occupied by that kind of software is just unbelievably annoying. And then also add to that when I turn the phone on, it doesn't go directly to a home screen. It goes to this front page news app, whatever the hell you want to call it. That's just incredibly annoying, and it just makes it take all that much longer just to use the phone every time I open it, to try to actually do something with it. And and then like all the news stories that pop on up, which are not of interest to me at all. Like if I want news stories, I'll open up my browser and go to a news site. I listen to KTAR News Radio pretty regularly, so I'm fairly informed on most news that matters to me. I really don't need an app on my phone feeding me headlines that I don't want. As push through messages constantly, and then opening browser tabs that I don't need open, and I'm wasting the RAM on the phone, which is already an underpowered phone. But there's no way to remove it. The options. I guess there's the option of completely, wiping it and rooting it, but that is a lot of work for a phone that crappy. It's just not worth the effort. So anyway, we were hoping to just get the SIM card moved from it into my iPhone, and so took the Cricket SIM phone out of my iPhone and put that SIM card in, and then apparently like that still didn't work. I needed to contact the carrier, which is Assurance Wireless, and have them transfer the service over, let them know it's a different model phone, I guess give them the ESN number of the phone for it to fully work. And of course I didn't have that information with me because I didn't realize I was going to need it, which resulted in anyway, through all that, so put the other SIM card back in the iPhone, the other SIM card back in the Obama phone. And as I mentioned before, I had a lot of things that were still going, which seems to bewilder a cell phone guy, but I had a lot of messages that were going through to my iPhone, which he thought probably had to do with iMessage, using the internet as opposed to using the wireless carrier. because I mean the iPhone's almost always connected via internet, either Wi-Fi where I'm at or hotspot off the Obama phone. But that's those messages were going through there. People, I assume, were just texting me, but I mean, even though I was sending it to my phone number, it was going to the iPhone, which was honestly convenient. Most of the people that I communicate with the most were showing up that way, which is fine. Like, I've got all their contact information in my iPhone, so that was just fine. And now that's not working. And apparently, some text messages, they're not going anywhere. They're not going to my iPhone, and they're not going to my Obama phone whatsoever. So I got a feeling I'm out of touch with a lot of people right now. Anyway, probably won't be able to get that resolved until Monday, because Assurance Wireless doesn't have 24/7 customer service. We called and it was like blah blah blah. Call back during business hours. So that's where I'm at with that. So I guess I'll just kind of be out of touch with a lot of people this weekend. But hey, you can always hit me up on Snapchat. So there's that. Anyway, I need to wrap this up. I've already gone 21 minutes, and that's going to be a pain in the ass to upload. But anyway, that's what's up. Thanks for being interesting. Like and subscribe and stuff.